2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The borough of Brooklyn. It's the NBA on 2. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Collins. And it's Jones in at the 2-guard position. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3. Now, here is Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden, no good. Covington with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Now, here's Lillard. Back to Covington. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. There's the lob to Brown. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Lillard. From 13 feet, it goes down. And both these teams rely on low post offense doors in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time?
The pass to Harris. Harden outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Harden hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Lillard surveying the D. Passes it to Covington. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Covington's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Here's Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Another shot. He lays it in. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Now here's Harden. Brown outside. Lillard against Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got 6.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Lillard. And here's Griffin. Left side, Brown. A shot by Jordan, no good. Portland trailing here. Stolen by Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Collins. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Simon's in for Damian Lillard.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Powell with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. In the corner, it's Harris. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Powell, the pass to Canner. And Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Here's Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Simons surveying the D. The feed to Covington. Pass to Powell. Dinwiddie with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Anthony in the corner. Lobs it up for Cantor. And Portland turns it over again.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Outside Irving. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
And so it's Brooklyn in control with an. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown, also Green out there, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Nets leading by 11. Here's Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got 5 now.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Puts it up from 12. Portland again missing.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
With the putback. And Dinwiddie stays with it. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Durant at the elbow. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
Cantor dishes to McCollum. To stop the run. Cantor. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Durant down low. He's guarded by McCollum. The Nets working the ball around now. Dinwiddie attacking. Here's Claxton. Outside for Durant. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. There's the lob to the hoop. Shot clock at 5. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Harden kicks to Griffin, pass to Dinwiddie. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And the pass to Jones. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bruce Brown in for Dinwiddie.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Harden against Lillard. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Lillard, right side, and Portland again with the bucket.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
Griffin kicks to Harden. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
And both free throws good for Covington. Nets leading by 9. Covington with the steal. Nurkic with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Lillard, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
They like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Now Lillard, he's got 10. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Harden the pass to Harris. Off target from outside.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And so it's Brooklyn. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 steal. Thanks for joining us, folks.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Robert Covington out there with Collins. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 2. Here is Harden after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Left side Harris. From deep. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Now, here's Lillard. 12 points for him. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Hart still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Wow, hammering it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Dishes to Harris. Passes it to Griffin. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And Covington sends it back. Deflects the pass. And Jones slams it in.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Jordan up top. Out to Harris. Launches a three. A shot off that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard finds Jones. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And, you know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's Harden. And it's sent back by Lillard. And he recovers it. Harden's shot is good. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard with it. He's got 14. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And so they foul intentionally. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. A three from McCollum. And so they choose to intentionally foul. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Inside, they kick it out to Green. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got 7 points.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Here's McCollum. Hollis Jefferson finds McCollum. 20 feet out. That one, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
Irving attacking. Outside, KD. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. It's deflected.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference.
Irving attacking. It's deflected. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony leading the charge. Ball's not loose. Powell dishes to McCollum. Drills it from outside. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to KD. To the middle. 1 second left. Count it. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The third quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, up by 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Irving. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the center. So that's the Nets 5.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the dunk by Powell.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Here's Irving, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Powell, the pass to Carmelo. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Back to McCollum to take the lead. A putback. It's good on the putback. Cantor's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
KD on the wing. Good as Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 3.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Irving against McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Green, and it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jumps up, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Covington finds Lillard. Back to Covington. Stolen by Harden. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Tips it. Trailblazers trail by 3. And so they foul intentionally. Powell against Harden. Stolen by Harden.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
It's Harden with the drive.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get with his man and contest shots? That's good.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's McCollum, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. They get it back. Outside for Durant. And here's Harris from the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Portland, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins checked in for Powell. And it's Derek Jones in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Burnett's making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Jones. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
KD's checked in for Brooklyn.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Lillard against Harden. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 20 points.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
On the wing, Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. 17 points was their biggest margin. Irving passes to Durant. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And he gets it to go as the coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We got DeAndre Jordan. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the point. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Portis in at the 5 spot.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Now here's Griffin, 6 to shoot. Here's Harris. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Inside, Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Irving against Holiday. In the corner, it's Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Harris missing again. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Giannis high post. Griffin on him. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. For 3, Middleton. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Right side, Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Giannis. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Brooklyn. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lobs it up for Jordan. And stolen by Portis. Giannis drives in. Pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Irving against Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Puts one up from 19. Jordan against Portis. A nice shot by Jordan. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The kick out to Holiday. Over Irving. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harris's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Irving surveying the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 8. And there it is for him. Giannis has got 10 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Irving passes to Jordan, taken away by Holiday. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. He's got 12.
Super quick in transition, the Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
On its way from Irving for 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Here's Connaughton. The pass to Giannis. There's the 3. Harden grabs the miss. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 4.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding. And Teague is kind of sneaky with his vertical, guys. I wouldn't call it great, but it's certainly better than average. And he'll fly high on occasion to jam whenever he gets the chance.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from James Harden. T kicks to Connaughton. Giannis outside. Nice D from Durant.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here is Harden. They kick it out to Green. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Teague against Harden. And that one, good. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And, you know, you like seeing Jeff Teague flip the switch. I mean, he's a shifty guard that usually makes pretty strong, sharp cuts.
Now, here is Harden. Feeds it to KD. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Durant's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Here's Teague. Misses the 3. Left side Durant to the paint. Here's Green. Drops in the layup for two. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Boy, when it's coming off of Forbes' fingertips like this, guys, it is cash money. What a pure-looking stroke.
Dinwiddie finds Harden. 1:06 left to play here in the half. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Dinwiddie. Finished off the break. Dinwiddie's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Young. 12 points for him. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Giannis has got 14 points.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Dinwiddie left side. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. The rebound by the Nets. For 3, Durant. And that one released in time, but no good. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 4. Can he give it? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
You've got Holiday, Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here's Tucker. To the inside. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. I could think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The Bucks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Left side, Jordan. Holiday against Irving from 11 feet away. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And Giannis throws it down.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
Now, here is Irving. Griffin down low, working on Portis. Pass to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the shot goes down. And the Nets lead by 2.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Griffin dishes to Jordan. He kicks to Harris. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Holiday finds Portis. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Brown. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's Holiday. Griffin grabs the board. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Irving against Holiday. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Count the basket.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
58 seconds left in the third. Irving drives in. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Lopez hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Harden kicks to KD for the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Bucks trail by 6. Teague with the ball. Left side, Portis. Dishes it to Lopez. Got a hand on it. Here's Dinwiddie. Chalk up 2 there. Dinwiddie's got 10 points.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
And we've reached the end of the third. Brooklyn ahead, ending the third quarter on a 4. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Milwaukee has possession. 8-point game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Brown. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the foursome. Got a piece of it. Shoots the 3. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. And here's Irving. The dish now to Harden. Brown kicks to Harden. Irving against DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. And Harden launches it from deep. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last 3 go. Way too competitive for that.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Brent Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Hangs. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And a change for the Nets. Griffin's checked in. KD on the wing. Harden scanning the floor. The Nets working the ball around now. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Harden. Outside Griffin. Passes to KD. Back to Griffin. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
The Bucks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. For three, Middleton. And another three for Milwaukee. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
The deep three from Harden. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 2.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Middleton right side. Now here is Holiday. Count that bucket. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Harden outside. Pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton. Lopez covering. Claxton no good. And he commits the intentional foul. Milwaukee making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. Then for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Down low, here's Holiday. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
He was all alone on that one. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Irving passes to Harden. KD on the wing. It's a hand on it, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 5.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Back to Giannis. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it. DiVincenzo, who's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Collins. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's Middleton after the miss from Damian Lillard. Middleton the pass to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's now 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now here's Lillard. Covington dishes to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Stolen by Holiday. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Giannis throws it down.
Such a smart defensive player. Drew Holiday understanding when he should go after steals. If you're going to go for it, get it.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can G.A. take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Holiday following the score by Damian Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. To the middle. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now here is Holiday. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Middleton trying to break free. And Giannis throws it down.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Middleton. Nice move. A second chance effort. Collins grabs the miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 6. Back to Lillard. 1:35 left to play here in the first. No good with the layup. Here's Holiday, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. McCollum with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. Pass to Tucker. Here's Portis, and he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. McCollum against Holiday. Passes it to Forbes. And Tucker has it in the corner. Stolen by Kansas. It's tipped. Taken away by Holiday. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
I think the underdog story, started with.
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Enes Kanter. Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And the Bucks making a change here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Antetokounmpo, no good. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. For Milwaukee, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Lopez against Nurkic. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Off the run, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Outside Holiday. There's the dish to Lopez. Shoots over Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And it's in there.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Kicks it out to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. So for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run right now. DiVincenzo against Jones. DiVincenzo with it. He feeds it to Tucker. 4 on the shot clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jones drives in, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Off target at the rim.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The pass to DiVincenzo. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Middleton, the pass to Holiday. And the basket is good. And that's 11 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Holiday surveying the floor. From deep. That shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Here is Lillard. Looking to get it going, and Lillard throws it down.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points in the game. Shoots the three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Powell on the wing. Puts up a three. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. A different look for Milwaukee. Outside Teague. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Left side Portis. Mora, the pass to Portis. And now Portland on the break. McCollum finds Covington. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Top of the key jumper, no good. Milwaukee leading by 9. Here's Forbes. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
McCollum outside. Inside. Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Nora. Collins with the block.
Good job, Collins inside, quick off his feet.
The shot's good from Forbes.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Right side, Covington. McCollum outside. Back to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the paint. Bucks passing it around. Pass to Tucker.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. And a miss there on the triple. Nora, the pass to Teague. Here's Nora. Fires the three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. The three from McCollum. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Anthony. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Collins, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's good for 2. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena, that was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Nurkic. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
To the inside, Holiday, good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Three-pointer, drains the three-pointer. Middleton's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bucks.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And a deep three from Lillard. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Holiday with the 3 and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
There's the 3. Lillard misses.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Finished off the break. Collins has got his first bucket of the night.
Collins running the floor, and coaches love to see a big who can get out and keep up with the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot by Collins, no good. Milwaukee leading by 20. From deep three-point range, off the mark, only his 2nd miss in 7 attempts.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Drew Holiday.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teague for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Powell down low. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Tucker. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Teague the pass to Nwora. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Teague for three. And Cantor pulls it down. And here's Portland. 15-point game. McCollum finds Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum from 13. Again, the Trailblazers good for two.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Kept alive. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight so the net starting five. We've got Durant. Joe Harris is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the four-man position. And for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the five, roaming the paint. Now, here is Harden. Here's Durant. Nails the baby hook. Durant's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nets. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Whether it's that sweep through or up fake, Durant has always been canny about luring defenders into fouls.
It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Powell, no one around him, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now, here is Harden. On the wing, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Man, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Lillard surveying the D. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Harris. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. It's a 5-point game.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor.
Now, here's Lillard. Here is Harden. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Harden. Outside, KD. And the shot goes in.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offensive end comes for him.
Harden against Lillard. Outside, Jones. Down low, Nurkic. Doesn't go that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Shot from 16. Here's Jordan. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
And it's Lillard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Lillard with it. And the rejection by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris with the ball. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Nets also making a change. Irving's checked in for Jordan. McCollum against Irving. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum. I mean, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Here's Irving, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. From past the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
That's just a lucky break. Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Simons, the pass to Cannon. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, it's important for Cantor to be effective in the pick and roll. I mean, it makes their offense much more complete.
Irving surveying the floor. Seconds left, and it's good on the way in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan down out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 4. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here's McCollum. The feed to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 6.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the deep.
Here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on C.J. McCollum. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Irving with a clean look. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. He has 7.
I like how Irving feels the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Brooklyn leading by 12. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Here's Claxton. Takes a 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Simons. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Griffin. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Right side Griffin. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Claxton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
You can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
Brooklyn leading by 12. 1:56 left in the first half, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Lillard dishes to Collins. Stolen by Harden. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Harden scanning the floor. Tries again. Doesn't go for it. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Shoots from the elbow. Portland no good that time either.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And that one, good. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard attacking, and Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
And they go to the intentional foul, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers. Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And a deep three from Lillard. No good again that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Powell against Harden. The three. Offensive rebound, Nets. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 21.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Harden outside. Got it up. And so it's Brooklyn taking a night. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. Amped up and ready off the tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the one. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Harris outside. Back to Harden.
There's the dilemma. You want to stop Harden from getting all the way to the rim, but he can also just rise and fire, or pull up and fire, or step back and fire, and there's not much you can do about it.
Back to Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Got that one up quick. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers. Brooklyn leading by 16. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Harden the pass to Green. Portland grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Stolen by Durant. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Green kicks to Jordan. Green the pass to Harris. Nets passing it around. Jordan. A look from Harris. That's good from 17 feet away. Harris has got 9 points.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. On the wing, Jones. Now Lillard. And stolen by Jordan. And an intentional foul right there. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now Irving. He has 7. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Drills it from outside. 10 points for him.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the paint, stolen. This one for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Irving against McCollum. Pass to Griffin. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Cantor. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Simons the pass to Cantor. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Pass to Claxton. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. 1:16 left to play here in the third. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Trailblazers trail by 21. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collins comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 21.
And you know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Powell for 3. That shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Zach Collins. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
On the wing, Harris. Durant for 3. Missed. And so it's Brooklyn taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've got a... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets leading by 19. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. On out there with Harden. And it's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in at power forward. Covington kicks to Powell. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Nets.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Zach Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Jones. Lillard against Dinwiddie. Outside for Griffin. Irving way outside. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 19. To the wing right side. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the 3-ball is good. Lillard's got 19 points.
and terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving, uncovered, and he gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Irving passes to Claxton. Oh, Griffin in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Powell. Again, the Trailblazers score. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Nets leading by 14. Now, here is Irving. Good D by Covington.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Claxton the pass to Irving. Second chance shot. Claxton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 14.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And they go to the intentional foul. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And a deep three from Harden. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lillard misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Throws it up high, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Brooklyn leading by 12. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan the pass to Durant. Jordan dishes to Durant. His three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Brooklyn.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Jordan.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Green. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Right side, Durant. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Jordan.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it this one.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And a deep three from Lillard. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. But traffic in New York City. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Here we go. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Now here's Harden. Back to Dinwiddie. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Harden kicks to Durant.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Just shot by Middleton, wide open. Offline with his 3. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. 4-point game. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the Nets with possession here. On the wing, Harris. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Outside Portis. Tries it from 9. And Giannis with a nice bucket inside.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here is Harden. The pass to Griffin. For 3, Harris. That one doesn't drop. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now, here is Harden. And there's the feed to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Durant. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Durant just inside the line. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Griffin, it's good on the putback.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Now here is Holiday. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. And Milwaukee also making a switch. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Portis. Holiday against Harden. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Middleton for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Harden. Shakes him. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Teague's checked in. Here's Giannis. He has 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Giannis. The rebound by Harden.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And a wide open look for Irving. Here's Claxton to the middle. Shot clock at 5. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the net. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker, also Brook Lopez out there, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Jordan up top to the right side. Here's Claxton, defended by DiVincenzo.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Middleton against Green. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket for Middleton.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Now, here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's Irving, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Irving. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
The Nets with the lead. Outside Griffin. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Holiday. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Forbes. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. 3-point lead. Yep, it counts. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
They get it back. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Connaughton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harden surveying the D. And the layup is good. And the Nets lead by 3.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
And Forbes has it in the corner. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Harden.
And really on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots, but they recover it. A 3-ball, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. KD's shot is off. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. The Bucks trail. Holiday with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. For the lead.
Well, the reach of Kevin Durant is a big part of what allows him to be a defender at the highest level.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket for Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Now, here is Irving. 90 seconds now into the second half. And he gets it to go.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Giannis outside. And that one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is Irving. Good. Irving's got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Middleton outside. For the tie. With the putback. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Irving attacking. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Dinwiddie.
That's what you call an intimidating finish. Tucker's explosive leaping ability on full display, guys.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. For the lead. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 1 now for Milwaukee.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Irving. 8 points for him. Pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Here's Holiday. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Swiped it away. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green with the ball. Brown right side. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. He kicks to Irving. Inside. Claxton with the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And there's the pass to Forbes. Back to Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back. Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. Here's Connaughton. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin looking around. Off with the layup. Misses there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets lead. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. It's a one-point game. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Harden, no good.
The defense not a factor there. Very surprising he couldn't capitalize.
Count that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Nets shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Harden the pass to Jordan. Outside for Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
Antetokounmpo passes to Teague. Back to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Lopez. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. Here's Durant. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Teague. The Bucks shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. KD, that's for 2. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. KD's got 4 points in the quarter. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Lopez kicks to T. Back to Lopez. And that comes off the assist by Jeff T.
You're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the call will be against Jeff T. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. That one falls.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Middleton for 3. It's good from long range. Middleton's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
It's stolen by T. Antetokounmpo inside. Dinwiddie covering. And Giannis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. For the 3. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. It's stolen by Harris. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Stolen by Middleton. Outside Teague. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's blocked by Jordan. Here we go, one-on-one. And then Durant with the jam.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Griffin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others. Helps him to draw foul.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. Griffin with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Durant. Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
The offensive rebound. And to Kumbo. The shot, no good.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
A tenacious forward with high energy. It's clear that Griffin is still capable of throwing down a double-double.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving drives in. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Irving. Harden against Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And a deep three from Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
And here's Harris from the arc. No good. Shot missing. So it's the Nets picking up the win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more
well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now here's Middleton. Right side, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Here's Lillard. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, I like the finesse and the focus that Middleton plays with. I mean, that's part of what allows him to finish off these tough hoops.
Now here's McCollum. And the rejection by Giannis. Fast break, here they come. Beyond the arc. But they get it back. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Giannis. No good on that one. And it's Portland the other way. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Covington's shot is off.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's DiVincenzo. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now McCollum out to the right wing. Simons, the pass to Nurkic.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Holiday. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. And that's dunked by Giannis.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Here's Simons. 1:53 left to play in the first. Nurkic. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
1:12 left here in the first quarter. It's McCollum with the drive.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
From 17 feet out, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Outside Holiday. Middleton the pass to Giannis. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the basket by McCollum. Bucks leading by 7. Giannis outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Knocked loose, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Lets it go from 14. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And so it's Milwaukee now. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 9-point game. Forbes can't get it to go. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Milwaukee on top, leading by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
I think it comes from the end.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Anthony in at the 3.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
This is it to Forbes. It's Portis atop the key. Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. Nice shot by Portis.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Lillard. And too long on the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Tucker the pass to Portis. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Lillard attacking. Here's Kanter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Forbes. Yes, that goes in. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Boy, dictating the action. That's what Forbes does here on the drive. And that's what I tell him to keep doing.
To the inside. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
And Portland making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Here's Middleton. Drops it in from 11 feet. Middleton's got 7 points in the game. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously always.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, Freak. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Lillard attacking. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Middleton with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Fires it up. Jones the pass to Lillard. They get it again. And Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Pass to Lopez. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. For 3, Middleton. And Cantor pulls it down. He lobs it up, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And so it's the Milwaukee. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16. That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Now here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Holiday up top. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And here's McCollum for three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo and foul on the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Tucker the pass to Portis. It's tipped. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum. Takes the 13-footer. To the paint. There's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And the pass to Connaughton. Giannis against Powell. And they pick up 2. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
A 3 from McCollum. It's rebounded by Portis.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Passes to McCollum. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Sweet move. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Giannis passes to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Inside, Portis. Count that one. Portis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
1:37 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Hollis Jefferson finds Powell. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Forbes, the pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. 5 points in the game. There's Portis, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Trailblazers trail by 8. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Jones looking for an opening. Stolen by Tucker. Now the Bucks moving it up, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Here's Forbes, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Teague against Lillard. Now here's Teague. T right on him. Makes it off the glass.
Excellent body control that time from Teague to feel the contact, but still be able to keep himself in position to score.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Bucks lead by 8. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Collins. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Lillard with it. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Lillard against Holiday. Good work defensively by Lillard.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And Giannis is subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And a switch here also for Portland. Cantor's checked in. Lillard, the pass to Covington. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Lillard.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 22.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Lillard attacking with the tip, and Cantor able to finish.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Holiday against Lillard. A shake. Nice move. And Holiday kicks to Portis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Column comes in for Norman Powell. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. Trailing by 4. Lillard dishes to McCollum. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Lillard. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Middleton with it. Lillard picks him up. Middleton looking it over. Here's Holiday. Here's Portis. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard against Howard. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Powell, he's jacked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass to Covington. From outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Holiday surveying the floor. And Lopez has it in the corner. Pass to Middleton for three. Buries it from three-point range. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, until that final buzzer sounds, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
A physical big, Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. "19 seconds left in the fourth. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Pass to Holiday. Lets the three fly on the money.
It's been this way since.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.